Hello, my people. Yo, it's your boy Chop Spoons, aka Apostle Lugo, L to the U to the G-O, aka Chop Spoons, baby. You know how we do. Alright, the last time I was live, I really enjoyed it. It was good, and I love the fact that we talked about some very interesting things in the video. And so today I would like to talk about a different topic. There's still no light, so I'm bored. It's weekend and NEPA just took their light early morning, so I'm really bored and I just decided to do a video. So let's talk about parenting, huh? Yes. So I know the millennial occurrence for a very long time. Um, Parenting might not look like something that should actually be talked about. Many people will tell you that everybody have different ways of doing their own parenting, but and it's okay. But I just want to talk about the parenting in a different angle. Please, if you are watching, you can comment so that I know you're online and you're watching, so that we can have a conversation. Okay, so like I was saying, um, I want to talk about parenting in a different angle, from a different angle, and this came as a result of how I see a lot of misconceptions that parents have on children. Okay, one of it is we're forgetting that children are children. You find out that parents treat children like adults. Like a child doesn't know something, and then maybe he did something. He actually did something that was wrong, which he didn't know was wrong. And you see the adults flaunting punishment everywhere. The next second, you just this child will just receive slap or shout. Do you understand? Like, we are always forgetting that um when we were like them, when we were little, that we didn't understand the world. Even as an adult right now, tell me, there are things you don't know, let alone the child who just came into the world. And so parents just assume that, they just feel like, I don't know, it's a hack in our minds. Parents just assume that the children have grown, I don't know to which level. You see parents not handling children like children should be handled. The first thing you should do in treating a child is this: be their best friend. Yes, you must be a child's best friend for them to even confide in you and hold on to you. Be that child's best friend, not the child's enemy. Remember, when a child comes into the world, he begins to form bond a relationship with parents. So you are the first contact he gets before he enters into the world. So imagine if all you do is bully, all you do is discourage, all you do is constantly being hard to the child. That can create a big problem. Okay, psychologically, um, we have the world is messy because, according to psychological reports and researches, the world is messy because a lot of people have been abused, different forms of abuse, especially if you are in Africa. You go just collect. So your parents, before you reach in Africa, before you reach the age of 7, your parents for don't change your destiny with beating. Yes, you can relate. I know. They will. There is a gaze African parents will give you, especially when there are visitors, that will factory reset and send you a message. It's not. This one is not military. It's not CIA. It's not FBI. But these are Nigerian parents. They have this one, which I'm not saying is bad. But let's treat children like children. Let's treat them tender. Let's treat them with love. Still back to psychologists. The programming, there are different steps in programming of man. Yes, I mean programming. Yes, like computer programmer. Yeah, man's brain function like that. Let me give you an example of programming. Have you noticed that you follow the same route every day or route whenever you're going to um, whenever you're going out, maybe you're going to your office or to your shop, there is a particular route that you follow. And anytime you feel like following somewhere, somehow you find yourself following that particular route. That is programming. And that is what forms habits. Habit comes out of programming, whereby you do things the same way. So there is an auto move that our brain really moves at a certain point. So we have like different stages of programming. The first one is from age 0 to 7. Yes, a child that is born today, from that day till he's 7, he goes through the first step of programming. Now that child, if the child experience parents that are tender and are loving, were affirming, were always supportive, the child will grow up to trust people, will grow up to see the world from a perspective of love. Or within the 0 to 7 years, if the child grew up with parents that don't understand, that are vile, the parents are, they tell them any kind of thing, they insult their papa, their mama, and they are the parents. Within that 0 to 7, if the parent did not take care of the baby, if the mother did not breastfeed the baby very well, the child will grow up to not trust people, because the first people he met or he or she met in the world did not treat him well. So how can he trust others? And so that's why you find adults with big serious trust issues. And then the second programming is from age 8 to 14. This time around, teenage age. This is where the hormones get activated. Now, once hormones begin to activate, ego, there's a book called Ego is the Enemy. You can check it out. It will really be nice and you enjoy the book. Ego is activated when the hormone starts, normally at teenage age. And so that's why you find that there are delinquent behaviors in teenagers. And at that time, ego is at its highest sprout, and is a chemical actually in our body, where the endocrine system just, all the sexual hormones, the growth hormones, and so the children begin to feel at that teenage age that they are above the world too. That may be the jagaban. You get back. So there might be a fixation at that stage if the teenagers are not taught, if the teenagers are not told about. At the teenage age is when you're supposed to carry your brother, your sister, or your son and really tell them, okay, you are now growing, breast on they come out, yeah, you don't they fine, hips on they big, or guy, your voice don't change, your chest don't enlarge. Now the world is waiting for you. You sit with these ones, you tell them the real fact, not the ones that African parents are doing. You people, you must change your parenting. You understand? Like, you must change your parenting. Okay, what's happening? Sorry guys, my camera is messy. You must change your parenting now. I just vexed and then I was prognosing the parents. Forgive me, or our able parents. You see, especially girls, you see a girl with two personalities. When she gets home, she wears a wrapper. She doesn't put makeup. When she goes out, she goes with an extra clothes, because in the house, her parents have modeled her in a way that she's not free socially. But those kind of girls, what they do outside, I'm not judging, no. Sorry, I'm still talking about parenting. You should tell these ones, don't go and I'm not supporting promiscuity or teenagers to go and have sex. But you know the world we are in. Yeah, you are not telling these children the truth. Call them. Hey, madam, you see now you don't dey grow, ba? Men go they approach you. Tell them about safe sex. Tell them about protection against STI. Tell them how the world works. You'll be hiding it. Later on, you come and be crying in church, or you'll be crying to religious leaders that I Tawachi. Meanwhile, you were the one who were not supportive with the information. Where were you parents? You are a parent because you have been there. You experienced the world. You are supposed to tell these children, see, this is the cocoa, madam. You will see men. Men will give you money. Men will try to show you. And then don't tell children, don't have sex. It's the biggest misconception. No. When you allow men at teenage age, give them a choice. Tell them, okay, sex is sweet too. Because they are seeing it. They see it on TV, in videos, on anywhere. Even in comedies, you see sex scenes. So these children at that age, second programming, they are really trying to explore the world. And you are telling them, oh, it's not good. And they are seeing people enjoying. And you think they will not try it. We are deceiving ourselves. So what are you going to do? Tell them, you see, this sex is superb. It's sweet. But it must not come early. Tell them there is time for everything. The time will come, you will do it. You will do it with the right person. You will get tired. That's the first thing. Then you tell them about STIs, about pregnancy, unwanted pregnancies, unplanned pregnancies. And then you tell them, okay, this is what will happen if you do this, but you have a choice. Now what you are doing there is you are training your child to be independent. Do you understand? You are training your child to be independent, not the one we are doing. We are not giving our children options. That's rubbish. And let me tell you, you know what thing? One thing parents are forgetting. You have a time range for your children to be with your children. Yes. After this second programming from 14 back, it changes. That's when wahala begins for the parents. The child finishes secondary school. She's a fine girl now. She is a fine boy now. He has friends. She has friends. She is heading for the university. You used to put her on her. You will not allow her to go to school. If small place like this, small place that she's going, you will be following her. You'll be following her. Small place, you have put eyes on her instead of you to call her and tell her, okay, my girl, you are growing, you are a woman now. No. Within that second stage of programming, 7 to 14, 8 to 14, if you miss it and you don't tell your child the right thing, wahala deal. So why? Now, this is where the naivety with parenthood comes. You actually feel like your child is going to be there with you forever. It's a lie. It's a mirage. It's not real. Within that thought range from 15, your child will enter university. There you cannot follow her. You cannot follow him. You will not know what they do in school. You will not know. And you cannot go because you have your own life to live. Very important. So that is why you must raise children independently and don't hide information, because information has never done any evil. It can only help people escape. Do you understand? So it's important that parents get this. Now, within that third stage of programming, most of what will happen to the child is beginning to live anything called a baby. The child is becoming an adult. And by that time, if the child has not been trained by the parents to be independent, that is where the wahala will start. You will not be able to sleep. Instead of you to be lying down, oh, my baby, she's in school, she's fine, she's doing good. Oh, my son, I know he's making me proud. You will not be able to sleep. Do you understand? So, I beg you, our able parents, you people are doing your best. I know God bless and keep you. But we must change the course. Parenting should be changed. You should be their best friends first. This bothers me. You see, you find out that a girl and her mother are not in good talking terms, or she cannot. There are secrets she cannot tell her mother, but she can tell her friend outside. Now, what brings about that breach of trust? Probably she told the mother something, and then the mom went and scattered and overreacted. Now, that's the problem. You're supposed to first be her friend. Yes, if you are a friend, she can tell you, oh, Momsi, this guy asked me out. You will know firsthand. Okay, Momsi, I feel like I'm sexually attracted to this guy. Momsi, this and that. And before you know, you'll be in the picture. We have lost so many innocent girls because they couldn't trust their parents. They went to other friends, and the friends went and took them to abortion, and they died. Yes. But when there is good relationship, good rapport, now this is where parenting comes in. The father teaches the girl. Yes, the father teaches the girl how a man should treat her. That's why God provided two people, a man and a woman. They all have roles in parenting. If it is a woman, this is what the father should do. The father is supposed to show her affection and confirmation of love. If a mother tells her, "Oh, my baby, you are intelligent," the father will tell her that, "I know you are intelligent." Now, the mother will have been affirming and the father will have been confirming. Do you understand? Now, most women who hate men, most women who hate men, who have difficulty in relationships, are women who have not confirmed with their fathers. Check well the roots. They don't have a relationship with their dads. Yes, most. I'm not saying all, but most women who don't have a relationship with their dads. Growing up, she did not have this image of who a good man is. So she feels, and then you hear the national anthem, "Men has come." Who told you? That's because growing up she had not had the experience, the tenderness of love and affection. And so that creates big emptiness in her. And then why women go from one man to another, young ladies, they are trying to find that confirmation that they couldn't get from their dads. Oh, how many times have you told your teenage daughter, "Oh, you are beautiful, my my princess, my baby, you are a queen and you are mother to nations"? Your daughter, yes, you are supposed to tell your daughter, not another man. Because if you don't tell her, it creates an emptiness. And all these boys know. They'll go and be lying. They will go and be telling her, "You are my queen, you are my world." Just to get what they want. But if she has heard it from you, her dad, when someone tells her, it's not new to her brain. So it cannot be used to manipulate her. She would have grown self-confident. And then the mothers now to your son. This is why God created equality in parenting. You're supposed to let this man know how to treat women. Most men who are vile, who beat their women, don't have relationships with their mothers. I said it. And come and meet me in my house. I said it. Most men don't have relationship with their mothers. They were not taught by their mothers how to treat women. Yes. They were not taught. She did not teach him that a woman is an emotional being. That this is how you should follow up with a woman. That you have to have patience to be able to love a woman. That you need to overlook some things. So because he doesn't know his mother, it becomes a problem. He will go and tell one innocent girl that he loves her. 2-3 months into the relationship, worse, he marries you. You go just the collect. You go just the wipe your USB cord left and right. Wiping. Why? Because the root. And that is why the world is where it is. From the root. Social studies, right from primary school, he told us that family is the smallest unit of the society. So if you see an error in a society or in a country, in a state, it's because of the parenting. Parental. A Nigerian, a man will naturally tell you, not just a Nigerian, that we want change. The change is supposed to start from the grassroots, from parenting. If you are not married, this video is for you. You are a potential father, you are a potential mother. You should parent well if you really want to create a society that our children and our grandchildren can stay. Yes, let us parent well. Let's let them know. Don't hide things at every stage of that adult until the child becomes an adult. And that is why in America, once you are 18, in fact, they will tell you, "Don't stay in my house." And I love it. This life is getting long, but this one is even bringing another topic. This one is a very big problem in African homes. Instead of you to raise your children to be independent, a man will be 30, 40, working, but you will not allow him to leave the family house. What is your problem, parents? What's your problem? In America, once a boy becomes 18, he's a man. since they fit put you for prison. That's all. But you see a man, but he's not a man. Yes, that must stop. If your parents will not allow you, you have to fight for yourself. As a man, I'm talking to all men this time around. If you're a grown man, you're not supposed to be 40, 30, 40 in your parents' house. Look for a place. Get your own house. Be independent. How will you now go and bring a woman? I believe I've spoken a lot. Some of you will be asking, and this small boy, what does he know about parenting? What does he know? Is he married? Blah blah. Trust me, there are two types of learners, active and passive. And there are two types of learners again. Those who have experienced it and those who have been told how others experienced it. I'm both. I don't want to tell you anything about that. But I just hope that this video helps you to be a better parent. I just want to be dropping my life one video at a time. Let's communicate. Let's talk. Let's help each other. Let's speak to each other. Let's make the world a global village where we can talk. And I believe the world will be a better place. I remain your humble boy. Chop Spoons, yes, aka Apostle Lugo, L to the U to the G-O. Thank you very much. Have a nice weekend. NEPA are still not here. Well done, ma. My mommy Extra Musa, I see you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for watching the video. Please comment and share if you can, so that somebody will be blessed by this content. Let's make the world one candle at a time, lit with fire of love and information and truth. Thank you. Have a nice weekend. Bye.